recognize, just as it has been in the United States for Jamaica, one of the issues that has been presented as an issue that is economic in the way its impact has been the pandemic. So to that end, we are announcing today also that we will assist Jamaica in COVID recovery by assisting in terms of the recovery efforts in Jamaica that have been essential to, I believe, what is necessary to strengthen not only the issue of public health, but also the economy.
Exceptionally dim bulb, that one.
Yeah. Very
Did you see
eloquent speaker.
Did you see the Babylon? She's an incredible orator, but yeah, public speaking, not so much. Did you see the Babylon Bee commercial, or thing with her speechwriter?
Oh no! I saw that it was that they made it, but I didn't actually watch the video.
Oh my God, it's hilarious! You got to pull it up. Like, you just need to run that. You just need to run that like right now, because that's one of the greatest videos I think I've ever seen. I would put that just below the little boy who was like holding up the curtain and the towel, and then he throws it and he goes to run through the door and smashes his head in the door. I would put the Kamala's speechwriter just below that.
Yeah.
For top videos of all time. Never mind Gone with the Wind or Schindler's List. No.
Hi, I'm Oliver Bartholomew, and I'm 16 and a half years old, and I'm the speechwriter for Kamala Harris. My mommy and daddy say, if you find a job you love, you'll never have to work.
There's coffee everywhere.
Life. Morning, Frank.
Yeah, hey, Oliver.
And my parents were right. Ever since I was little, I liked words. Writing words is fun, so I made writing words my job. Every politics person has a writer, like me, to make good words for them to say.
Space is exciting. Space, it affects us all. And it connects us all.
Got that idea.
The fuck out of
here. Now think about space and how big it is. Man, it's big. It's not all fun, though. Sometimes I have to write about bad stuff, like war.
Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically, that's wrong.
It's cool to see the words I've typed good actually get set on TV. It's fun. I like it. Once I thought it would be neat if Kamala wore a blue suit and told people she was wearing it. Because I like blue.
I'm a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit.
It's cool because the suit's blue. And it's the color of the sky. What are your ideas? From all over. One time, I was on the school bus, and I thought it would be neat if Kamala talked about the school bus. And who doesn't love a yellow school bus, right?
Who doesn't love a yellow school bus? Right? Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus, right?
I can't take all the credit, though.
Not that my children have ever ridden in one.
You know, like relay racing? You know, you race and someone passes the baton and then, right?
But she kind of is crazy or something. And she kind of scares me. And you can't fake that kind of performance.
Remember Venn diagrams, those 3 circles, right? And then let's just see where they overlap. I did it. What else do we know about this population, 18 through 24? They are stupid.
You're either born with it,
Get their dicks
or
wet.
you're either not.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day.
It's quitting time. I need to get home in time for blue. See you tomorrow, Frank.
See you later, Oliver.
That time is every
That's gold.
Oh God. the funniest thing about it is the fact that every one of those Kamala clips is completely. It's just her saying the shit that she said.
Yeah.
The space one was new to me. That was something. It affects us all.
Oh, she said something else during that speech too. She was like, oh, like they're building these big rockets or something like that, like and they're traveling to space. Like she tried to like make this like a big to do or whatever. But like it sounds like it just sounds like a kid like being excited about space, like or whatever. They built these big rockets. We have all these crazy engineers who are really smart. Like,
I think they came here on a school bus.
Well, I mean, well, okay. So when you've got her saying all of that stuff, and then you got Biden and his constant incoherent ramblings, is it any wonder that that the DNC doesn't want to do debates? Like they don't want to put anybody up there and and against her and Joe Biden. Like that would just make it look like they're deliberately putting the like lowest IQ people in office.
Mm. Yeah. Well,
it'd be like if you had Marianne Williams, RFK Jr., and who's the other one? Gavin Newsom. Like those are the three like
Has
big.
Gavin declared? Has he actually declared?
He hasn't declared, but he's been.
I mean, he's basically running, but I mean, we know that.
So when you've got those three, and you want to put them on a stage against Joe, and I mean, it would just highlight what a mockery it is that they even ran this guy to begin with.
Man, that was a brilliant video.
Very
really. I love it because here's my issue. It's not an issue with the Babylon Bee. Here's my issue with satirical news. Is the headlines really all you need? You know what I mean? Once you get past the headline, I know it's fake, so it just seems kind of silly to me. Sometimes they're kind of funny, but the headline is like all I care about. So I feel bad for the people who spend the time writing the article.
Yeah,
reading it.
No. Remember the one about why didn't they warn us? Like, why didn't all these evil anti-vaxxers warn us about the problems that the vax was going to cause and stuff? Do y'all remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was satire, but there were a lot of people who missed that, like, because it came out not long after the chick did the one on the amnesty stuff, and like there were a bunch of similar articles about like COVID amnesty and everything else. So this "Why Didn't They Warn Us" comes out, and everybody's sharing it like it's real, and the article was 100% worth the read because it like he sells it so good, like it's a real article. It was perfect.
Okay, I definitely I stand corrected, especially in the sense where when something gets shared and people believe it's real and it causes a turmoil, then that's excellent.
That's like that's kind of what the Onion was good at before, and like the Babylon Bees, they've never been good at that kind of stuff. They do want you to know it's satire, but like the Onion, they've obviously gotten worse. There were a few Onion articles that got me like when it like several years back, whenever like a lot of different stuff. I mean, especially like before Trump or whatever, like that they were a lot better. Then basically after Trump, like the Onion went downhill, and they just
I haven't
became
even
like,
heard about the Onion in years.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, I forgot all about it. Babylon Bee took it over.
Yeah, well, I mean, Babylon Bee's better, like the better version, because like if you go look at Onion article, you can literally pull up the Onion right now. It's just like, oh, Trump wiped his butt wrong this morning, and it's like, oh, that's not a good satire. Like
under investigation.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem that every like lefty organization ran into with the Trump thing was, even if they were meant to be satirical, even if they were meant to be comical, they became such a like just dump on Trump all the time. Like the TDS is a real thing, and it really wrecked a whole lot of what had been otherwise good. Like there were really good comedians who, as soon as Trump got into office, all they could do is talk about Trump now, and they suck. Like the TDS really broke the brains of like a fully half of the like entertainment world, if not more.
It did, because it's not even just like a R versus D thing. It's like, because when Bush was in there was tons of great comedy, making fun of him, and it was hilarious, but also it's a difference. It's just harder with Trump too, because he's he fucking owns shit, and he'll come out and and talk back, and he doesn't really hold up to the same like
it's
optics
not,
as a politician typically. So
he's not like a George Bush. Like, he's not gonna like sit there and let you like rail on him or make fun about like 9/11 or whatever. Like I'm pretty sure if there was something that happened and then somebody commented about it on Trump, he's going to say something about it. Like, he's not gonna let you just sit there and like trash him and him not say anything. That's part of what made him relatable to people. Like, they're like, oh, like that. People trash talk him and then he trash talks back. Like that's like us, that's like me and you, like me.
Well, that's like the Bush comedy stuff was actually funny. Whenever it was like,
SNL was good then.
Whenever it became Trump, it wasn't good anymore. It wasn't actually funny. It was just stupid. Like
he's dumb. Okay.
Did they forget how? Okay, so here's a
Trump is orange and he's bad and he's dumb and he has small hands and he has a tiny penis. And
now I'm gonna go shoot somebody in the face on accident.
Did they forget how to do it? Because I don't think they made fun of Obama for 8 years. Like, Bush got just. I mean, they went after
laid
Clinton,
into him.
Bush, they went after the first Bush. Like, comedians went after politicians, especially the presidents, and then
Obama,
even after 9/11,
they didn't do it. Like, they just stopped.
I don't know. I think Saturday Night Live just started sucking. And also, political comedy is a dangerous area, and I think really the last 10 years, just the political scene, social media has got it's a little bit more divisive, So like, sure, you had like your George Carlins and stuff like back in the day, right? But it's like now, it's like, man, what a challenge, because you instantly alienate like half the crowd at a comedy club, if you make a political joke. And I think I've told this story right here before, but we were at a comedy show, and the host, you could tell he went to do a Daryl Hammond just does everything great though. He went to make like a joke about DeSantis, like negatively. And when he said DeSantis, like the whole crowd like cheered, and you saw like his face, he went, like turn the joke around the other way and then tried to turn into like a pro DeSantis thing, but he was about to talk shit about DeSantis and like read the crowd, thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you gotta be careful with that shit. So, unless you have like an outlet that has a very specific audience that has a certain political leaning, then it's probably best to keep it lighthearted if you go the political route.
That's the thing about comedy is, like, especially if you're doing like a comedy club or something, like those usually are pretty diverse in who's there. So like if you go after one thing that some people are very, hell bent on or believe in, you might alienate a whole bunch of people real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why the best comedy is the most relatable comedy to general population, to like everybody. So like everybody has relationship issues, everybody has like different life issues. If you can make fun of like actual issues that everyday people deal with, that stuff is the best comedy, because it relates to everybody, and it you can have some really good punchlines with making fun of like people making jokes about like things on airplanes, things that happen on airplanes, or stuff like that.
What's the deal with lampshades? If it's a lamp, why do you want shade? We can all relate to that. Oh man.
I mean, that's
but
yeah,
no, you're absolutely right though. Relationship ones are always a home run too, because that shit transcends borders, cultures. Like, we all deal with the same bullshit.
Yeah.
When it comes to that. You're not working on like a job site with multi-ethnic people. We're all bitching about the same shit,
Thing, no matter how different they are, they all do that same little thing that like is either really dumb or pisses us off or is funny and silly, or That doesn't
Women are
make any
still women. Yeah.
and men are still men.
Yep.
Until they transition.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Yeah, let's not exclude our listeners there.
Until we Dylan Mulvaney this thing or whatever.
I guess let me pull up some real news.
Oh, you want to talk about garbage entertainment? I guess we can talk about garbage entertainment. I guess everybody knows that Jerry Springer died yesterday.
Oh yeah. I never really watched the Jerry Springer show. I got a lot of hate for him. He's doing his thing. Before he got the show is kind of interesting. Like he was like a politician, like he was like a mayor, and I think he got busted like paying a hooker with a check or something.
Some kind of corruption charge or whatever.
Yeah. Did it say how he died? Just being 79?
Let's see.
Probably somebody that he exposed as being not the father came after him.
That's Maury.
So it says
your trash daytime TV.
They're both equally trash.
Yeah, I'm sure Jerry Springer did the same bit once or twice.
Oh, I know he did. I know he did something like that. It says apparently he was battling a brief illness.
So he died
passed.
suddenly.
I don't know. Maybe
Is that a different way of saying that.
Brief illness, died suddenly.
Yeah. Brief illness. Who knows? They didn't say if it's a heart. Was it maybe he had an issue of the heart. He had a broken heart from all the crap that. But I mean, like he like a lot of people see him like his icon. I don't know. I feel like it was a lot of the trash TV that was. I mean, a lot of the TV's been trash, but I don't know. It was like the beginning of the end
version of the National Enquirer. Like that, if you were watching that, you knew what you were getting, and you were watching it for the circus and for the show of it, not because you were expecting good, high quality television.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on one second, guys. I'm sorry. I think someone's at my house.
Like when you go see a B horror movie, like you know what you're there for. If you go in, my summation of Mortal Kombat, the new Mortal Kombat movie that came out about a year ago. It's like if you're going into this expecting like deep plot and character development and stuff like that, you're a fucking idiot. Like you are here to watch kill each other and fight. Like that's the whole point of going to a Mortal Kombat movie. Don't criticize it because the story wasn't well enough developed or the characters they didn't flesh characters out or there are like plot holes. That's you're going to see a video game movie. Nobody cares about plot holes. We're here to watch Goro rip somebody's arms off.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with like the Mario movie. People like a lot of people were expecting like, oh, like it doesn't really have like a real like plot other than Mario versus Bowser, and I was like, what did you expect? Like did you expect some kind of intricate like interweaving plot or whatever? And it's like, no,
rescue a princess.
Super Mario Brothers.
Well, he didn't even rescue the princess. That's the funny part.
That's the whole point of the game, right?
Now we know there's going to be a number 2 come out.
Damn. Yeah,
right.
Princess Peach.
Well, no, I mean she rescued herself. It wasn't even. Spoiler alert. I mean, I guess if you haven't seen the movie already,
they can't have a man rescue a woman. She has to do it herself because it's empowering. Makes sense. Yeah.
Well, and when I pointed that out, people were like, oh no, that's totally been a thing. It's like, okay, you're joking, right? Oh my gosh.
Sean and I went and watched John Wick 4, and like the first John Wick movie was good, and then the other 3 were unnecessary and redundant. But they do kind of build this like world and really crazy world, but they don't answer a lot of questions. And it was one of those that when the movie was over, I was like, well, that was a movie, and it was everything that I wanted it to be. And it could have been more.
It shoots people, and I'm happy about it.
We're thinking about starting that series. I haven't seen any of them. I heard it's decent enough.
The first one was excellent, and you would be just as well off to watch the first one and not watch the other 3 after that. But if you are into a lot of shooting and craziness, then watch the other 3. It's
I mean, it's like Fast and Furious. Like at a certain point, you're like, okay, well, there's no point to these movies anymore. It's just literally like they're just trying to blow stuff up. It's like even the Transformers movies. It's like, okay, like those are just Michael Bay films, basically. It's just a Michael Bay film with explosions and everything.
Did you see the trailer for the new one, the Rise of the Beasts? So Beast Wars was the best Transformer series ever. Like I watched the shit out of that. I still have a giant box full of Beast Wars toys.
What did you think of the trailer?
Like all of them and everything. So I'm kind of excited about this. The last Transformers, the last night or whatever, it was hot garbage. Like possibly the worst movie I've ever seen. Period.
Well, that's because they had to change all the actors. They had to change all a lot of that was done last minute. It seemed like they tried to switch up a lot of stuff last minute to fix the plot holes they would have had.
This turned into movie review Friday.
Oh, I still want to catch Cocaine Bear while it's in the theaters. I keep putting it off before I know it's going to be gone. Yeah, cool. Good to hear it was good.
Me and Katie were the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 comes out next weekend, and she was wanting to go to some sort of a wrestling tournament that her coach had recommended that it would be good for the kids to go and watch, and so she was wanting to go to that. I was like, we could just tell everybody we're going to that, and then instead we go watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and like go run around and go shopping and go out to eat and stuff. She's like, yeah, we could do that. That's why you're my kid.
Yeah, fun dad. So we watched The Negotiator last night.
The Negotiator?
Sorry,
What's
I
that?
thought we got to have actual news. So talking about
Let's say Trey
Samuel
fucking-
Jackson movies from the 90s.
Oh,
He said something about Dylan Mulvaney and then didn't pull up Dylan Mulvaney's clip where he like breaks his silence after the whole Bud Light.
oh, yeah. Let's.
I've got that pulled up here.
I can teach you how to do these segues.
I've got it here. Let's see. Can you guys see that? Is that a screen?
Well, we got into movie talk after that, so
A 9,610 of being a human, and I'm gonna try to leave gender out of this since that's how we found ourselves here. I've been offline for a few weeks, and a lot has been said about me. Some of which is so far from my truth that I was like hearing my name and I didn't even know
Hair's
who they
looking
were
good.
talking about sometimes. It's a very disassociative feeling.
probably a wig.
And it was so
Ah,
loud that I didn't even
bummer.
feel part of the conversation. So I decided to take the back seat and just let them tucker themselves out. But then I remembered that nearly 13 million people at some point enjoyed me enough to hit the follow button on these apps. And I was like, wait. I want to talk to those people.
13 million.
So hi, long time no talk. How are
Yeah,
you?
a lot of crazy people.
You might want to grab a beverage. This is going to be a longer one,
Ugh.
but I'm doing okay. And
definitely need
I'm
a
trying
beverage.
this new thing where I
I'd rather
don't pressure
use-
myself to share anything before I'm ready.
I might need a dozen of them.
And I'm actually sitting with my emotions, not reacting, waiting to respond. And shockingly, I can't recommend it more. Therapy is paying off here, people. But I do have some thoughts to share with you. So I've been having crazy deja vu because I'm an adult, I'm 26, and throughout childhood, I was called too feminine and over the top. And here I am now being called all those same things, but this time it's from other adults. And if they're going to accuse me of anything, it should be that I'm a theater person and that I'm camp, but this is just my personality and it always
Yeah.
has been.
Tracks.
What I'm struggling with most is that I grew up in a conservative family and I'm extremely privileged because they still love me very much. And I grew up in the
Still
church
technically a white man.
and I still have my faith, which I am really trying to hold on to right now. But I've always tried to love everyone, even the people that make it really, really hard. And I think it's okay to be
Dylan go to
frustrated with
church?
someone or confused. But what I'm struggling to understand is the need to dehumanize and to be cruel. I don't think that's right. Dehumanization has never fixed anything in history ever. And, you know, I'm embarrassed to even tell you this, but I was nervous that you were going to start believing those things
Yes,
that they were
Van
saying
Theater
about
kids.
me, since it is so loud. But I'm just going to go ahead and trust
Just
that
stay in the
people
theaters.
who know me and
You know,
my
just
heart
be cool.
won't listen to that noise. What I'm interested in is getting back
Permanent
to
sentence to the
making people
theaters.
laugh and to never stop learning. And going forward, I want to share parts of myself on here that have nothing to do with my identity. And I'm hoping those parts will
Ew.
still be exciting to you and will be enough. And to those
It might be.
of you who support me and choose to see my humanity, even if you don't fully understand or relate to
Those parts
me,
will be private,
thank
I'm sure.
you. And I don't know if reincarnation is a thing, but in my next life, I would love to be someone non-confrontational and uncontroversial. God, that sounds nice.
You did it yourself.
The good news is that
have
the
done
people
that.
pleaser
You
in me
had-
has nearly died because there's clearly no way of winning over everyone. But if you're still around, I am too. And I love ya. And I hope you're having a great week. And I missed you. Okay, talk soon. Love you. Bye.
You think this ends up being the thing that he uses to like detransition himself? Like there's all this craziness and bullying, and he's seeing therapy and talking about faith, and he's gonna find God and turn it all around to being a dude, and it's so instead of having to
No, this is too profitable. Like, no, this is
instead
too
of
profitable.
having to do like the big reveal of how this whole thing was a scam, it can just be like, I had a change of I got therapy and I got Jesus, and I decided to stop doing this. Like,
Yeah, I think he's peaked as a woman, as much fame and this and that. You can't do much better than this. You go to the White House, the whole Bud Light thing, a whole big deal. I mean, that was the talk of the town for like 2 weeks. Was this dude in the Bud Light thing? So yeah, now I think because the grift has to move on. You have to kind of. I think sometimes you have to adjust. So you're shifting to a new market now. I mean, look, Milo did it, right? Didn't Milo say he's not gay and he's like Christian
It didn't
now
really
and-
work for him. Didn't really
Yeah,
work for him. though.
I'm not saying it's necessarily gonna. I think Dylan has a better shot because he's more
Yeah.
liked than Milo.
Yeah,
Shit, I'm starting to like him more every day. That was heartfelt. He just wants to be here and entertain us.
yeah, Milo stopped being gay. Dylan just needs to stop being a woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He can still be gay.
keep being in drama, keep being gay. Yeah, keep sucking dick. I mean, do your thing, man. You know what I mean? I mean, we need good actors. So do your thing.
I mean, a good actor I can understand, but like Milo is just like he was just a piece of garbage. Like he was
Yeah,
a
he's
horrible person.
yeah, he doesn't. I heard him on Skanks a couple times, and it was kind of funny once or twice. But that's about my most experience with Milo.
That was Milo's purpose, though. He wasn't trying to be. I don't think the intent was to be a comedian. I think it was to be offensive. And
Yeah, wasn't he basically a troll the whole time?
like, he was
Yeah, he was like
And
he.
I appreciated that. Like somebody that can troll well, like the Dennis thing. Like Dennis has been incredible this week. Not Dak's dog, the Dennis on Twitter that like parodies everybody. He's been incredible this week. He did the Joe Walsh, David Hogg, and who was it yesterday?
I just know of the Joe Walsh and the David Hogg. The Joe Walsh one was great because it sounded exactly like something he would say. Like, I'll like anything but Trump or whatever is like basically like, and then I'll do anything to stop Trump.
Kinzinger.
Oh yeah, the Kinzinger one. Okay, yeah. The Kinzinger one, that one was a bit less believable though. The David Hogg one got a lot of people. That got a lot of people because he was like, what did he say again? Oh, the David Hogg. That one
He
was
said, "I'm
really
taking
good.
the FBI helping with school shootings."
Oh yeah. I'm gonna help the FBI with school shootings. That just sounds like something David Hogg would do, though. Like legit do. Like, I'm gonna help the FBI with school shootings.
Yeah, or at least his dad was.
He's gonna go in there. He's gonna cause one, and then there's gonna be a reason to get the guns. Speaking of, I guess, school shootings, they are going to release the manifesto. Like a little bit more serious topic, but they're going to release the National Shooters Manifesto.
Manifesto is such a good word.
It sounds like something like you really write professionally, and then you find out like it's like, oh, this is what someone.
It was written by Chat AI.
Chat GPT. Yeah. All of a sudden. Let's see. The writings were obtained. They've had them since March 27th. 20 diaries, 5 laptops, a suicide note, and other writings. Let's see. As well as 2 memoirs. What? How? So, like, still, why wait this long? Why would they wait this long to just all of a sudden drop this? Like,
you gotta let it get out of the news cycle before. Like, it's like anytime they've released like corrections and stuff to these articles, because that's happened a bunch. There'll be an article or something that comes out, and people like us will sit there and say, "Oh, this is wrong. Like, there's actual evidence that says that this is wrong," and then they wait. Like 3 weeks later, they'll come back and they'll add a disclaimer in there that such and such evidence came out.
We were operating off of what we knew at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Change anything about the headline of the article. They usually put like the disclaimer or whatever
updated.
At the end. Like they don't actually do anything, but they make sure that, and they wait until it gets out of the news cycle before they actually publish anything admitting that they were wrong. And they don't ever make, like, that doesn't go out on Twitter, right? Like they put a little blurb down in the corner on their website so that if you want to look at, like, you have to really be looking for it. That's the point, is they had to wait until this was not in the news cycle. Like, people have moved on. There's other things to be outraged by now. And so nobody, Biden's over in South Korea trying to start a nuclear war with Kim Jong-il or whatever. Like, we've got other more pressing matters to think about now. Nobody's worried about a national shooter manifesto. So
I want to hear that Kim Jong-un manifesto.
I mean, the dude, like, say what you want. I mean, he runs his country.
He gets shit done.
He
looks fly as hell while he does it.
Yeah.
Is he the one who has the hot sister or cousin?
I think it's his sister. Yeah.
I'm not talking about Shapiro, obviously.
Yeah. No. I think Kim Jong-un has a hot sister too. Let's see if we can pull her up.
Hold on. Talk. Yeah, hot sisters.
Kim Jo-young. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. This is the image. Wait. Yeah, okay. Wait. That's a horrible picture. This one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not finding great pictures. No Abby Shapiro quality. Hot sister pictures.
I mean, this is not bad. I mean, not horrible.
Yeah, I thought they were going to show like her whole thing in some dress or something. I thought I remember seeing that going around.
Maybe like kind of like this. I mean, I think.
I thought it was something like actually hot. Not so. Maybe they scrubbed it off the internet.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un probably was like, "No, we cannot show my sister."
Yeah.
You must not allow.
Yeah, I believe that. Well, if you guys do happen to run into Kim Jong-un's hot sister, be careful if you decide to go down on her, it can give you cancer. Not just commie cancer. This isn't new, but I like the use of the word epidemic here. I guess it says there's been a rise of 1.3% in women, 2.8% in men. They make it, when they talk about the HPV and the throat cancer and stuff, they really make it sound like it's like the more like, pussy eating you do, the more likely you are to get it. But I think it really comes down to the number of partners, right? Because once you already eat the pussy with HPV, you already got it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more of like people who do sex is it like a
sex
competitive sport.
Sport. It's like competitive eating, but hotter.
Like the people who have sex is like a recreational thing. That's what I was trying to say. It's like recreational sex with just random people,
So
like as many
everybody except the Amish.
Yeah.
I think it's just a scare tactic to push the HPV vaccine.
Everything's connected. It gets all in op.
Professional sex. Yes. Yes. Because that's totally legal. Yes, I will pay you, and we will have sex. That's totally legal. Totally above board.
Oh fuck. It was like the whole AIDS thing in the 90s to scare us away from having sex, and now they got this. Now they got another drug they can push too. So that's what's going on.
I mean,
eat that pussy, kids. It's worth it.
Only if it's clean.
The
Only
other
if it's
day,
clean. Okay.
There's a whole demographic that's refusing to have sex, like deliberately trying to not have sex. Like, do they really need to try to push scare tactics?
Well, this is just for oral sex too. They finally got us off real sex now. All right, that's cool. We figured this out now. We can do this. And they're like, nope, can't do that either.
You're not having sex, so let's you can't do oral either.
Soaking and bagpiping. That's all that's left for us.
I know we talked about soaking. What is bagpiping? Did we talked about that?
Oh,
yeah,
no.
it's when you put the dick in the armpit, and then so it's like
You didn't know that. Just you play it like a bagpipe.
I'm sorry.
You play it like a bagpipe.
I like Guillotine's advice here. Fuck school. And if you're ditching school, you're likely cool enough to be eating pussy too. So smoking cigarettes. Oh, the good old days.
And see, when I saw that, I just assumed that it meant like the other way around, like that. Having that thing hit in the back of your throat was somehow like causing cancer.
So that's my thing. I guess is HPV like topical like that? Like it ends up where you take the load. That depends if you get throat cancer or cervical cancer. And is throat cancer more operable than cervical cancer? Is that preferable? It's like chewing tobacco versus smoking. It's like they might take half your jaw, but you're alive.
Right. You can't live without lungs. They can always give you a steel jaw or something. You can get
My grandma made it 10 years with one lung. Still smoke.
Speaking of having sex, I think we know somebody who's probably surely they're not.
Hi. So I'm 3. I go to UCSB and I also bartend.
Oh, fuck. I was expecting that.
Part of that was when he asked, like, how do you rate yourself? Like, how would you rate yourself? And they all rated themselves as a 10, including Jabba's daughter there. Like, golly. And he goes, really? Like, really? Like, yes, really?
STG, I wouldn't ask for that. This sounds like a request.
Yes. I had to read it a couple times before I felt like I got what he was saying there. Go ahead. Destroy it.
Destroy my throat.
Go on, sailor. Oh shit. Just kidding, buddy. We love you. Oh man. Oh man, it is a Friday show, huh?
Oh
It
wait,
is most definitely that. Yes, it is, we have really Friday this one up.
if you since we've been talking about sex, I wonder how this works. Definitely, like this.
Let's eat grandma. Oh, so before we get into the having sex with a Siamese twin, which I'm definitely on board with talking about, here's what's always gotten me throughout history, because Siamese twins have been around for a while. Is it just a given that, let's say I don't know, 1940, is it just a given that if you gave birth to Siamese twins, you would not survive that child? Like if you were the mother, I mean, did mothers survive Siamese twin childbirths? It doesn't seem possible to me, until they could C-section that fucker out of there. Or
Probably
at least sew you
not.
back up really well.
Probably not, because it'd be like a weird, like it's not the typical child formation like in the
Yeah, it's a double
womb,
wide.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, maybe some women who have HPV infections, if you catch my drift, could push that thing out. But I don't know about regular women. I'm on it. I'm researching.
They say vaginas are incredibly flexible. They can just, you never know. It might be able to handle it. I mean, like, you're not doing anything to that ever again afterwards, but it's like a one-time deal. You can do this once.
It's an exit. It's better on exit than entry, I guess. It works better on exit than entry.
I mean, I guess that's right. That is kind of the purpose of it. It's designed to push something out, so it's kind of terrifying.
I don't think the comma mattered there, SGG. It was like even when I read it with the comma, it sounds like what you put before it sounds like. Oh man, I have to read it weird to even not say it like in a sexual. Oh god.
How about these conjoined twins? One of them's asexual, and
yeah. So let's see. One of them is. So it says they were born in Mexico. They grew up in Connecticut. They share pelvis, reproductive system, and liver and bloodstream. Let's see. Where is
one of them? One side controls the right leg, and the other side controls the left leg. That's crazy. Like they have to coordinate walking. I mean, like I don't even think about walking. I just walk, but I guess they would have to like actually be
this. Okay.
Thought into
over under on whether the dude dating them has a fetish. Over under. What do you think?
They said that they said that the one had been on dating apps and stuff, and finding somebody, or like they got a lot of.
Yeah, right here. And I never tried to hide the fact that I'm a conjoined twin, which meant I got a lot of messages from guys with fetishes. And then she met the boyfriend on Hinge, so.
Is that a conjoined twin dating app? Sounds like it. Hinge.
Oh god.
So there's I haven't found much on it, but some people are saying that they survived childbirth just fine. Some people were saying they didn't. Somebody were saying like, well, it's hard to know because typically if a conjoined twin was born, there was like all sorts of like superstition around it, so there's not really records of it. So that's weird. And then I guess I'd have to assume that at some point, if the mother's going to die, they just cut the babies out of there, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they did a cesarean section where the mom didn't make it.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. But they can feel the other's emotions sometimes. One of them was like dreaming that they were gonna fall off out of a plane, and the other one imagined it too.
But did you see the thing where it said that the one goes to sleep and then the boyfriend stays up talking to the other one at night?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
That part is crazy. I mean, I guess
It's funny when I stay up, but when he sleeps over, I fall asleep quickly, and he stays up talking with her. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's
It's like like the other one just falls asleep sitting there, and then the other one he's just talking away. Yeah, I don't know. I would feel weird. I would feel really weird. Like okay, there's technically another person there, and they're asleep, and you're just sitting there talking to the other person there. It's so good. So weird.
Some comedian, who was it, was talking about it. He's like, oh, what if you're conjoined twins and your conjoined twin was gay? You guys share the same butt, you know? Oh God.
I think there was a case like that, like a few years back or something. Like somebody shared it, and they were like, "Oh, it's like the meme."
Share the same butt. I don't know. I mean, you either gotta really love someone or really hate someone to survive a conjoined twin. You know, conjoined twinning.
Conjoined twinning.
Yeah, man. Be just with somebody like that all the time. Yep, crazy.
Speaking of crazy, I guess. Let's see. I don't know where the I don't see an article for this, but this was Daily Loud shares this kind of stuff. I never know if it's because they don't link an article with it. Sometimes I don't know if it's true or not, but this is a funny story if it's true. A woman was accidentally shot in the clitoris and had to get emergency surgery to get the bullet removed. The first injury of its kind.
Small caliber?
the only reason it's the first injury of its kind is because nobody could ever find it before.
They had to get a metal detector just for the surgeons. I think it's in here somewhere.
A woman shows up at the hospital like, "Doctor, he shot me in the clit." They're like, "We all know that's not a real thing. Go away. You're joking."
No, the clit's real. The female orgasm, that's the myth.
Yeah, that's the myth for sure.
Oh shit.
So I don't know if you guys have you guys ever watched The Good Doctor?
Stephanie used to watch it when it first came out. I watched a couple episodes, like a couple episodes of the first season with her back when it first came out. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Scrubs. Is the only doctor show I've ever liked. All the rest of them suck.
I like House. I like House. That's probably my favorite doctor show. Period. Like I would go back and watch House now because it was just a fun show because his antics and everything.
I am the master of the clit. Remember this fucking face. Wherever you see clit, you'll see this fucking face. Work. No one rules a clit like me. Not this little fuck. None of you little fucks out there. I am the clit commander. When it comes down to business, that's what I do. I pinch it like this. Oh, you little fuck. And I rub my nose.
Oh my god.
Awesome. Knock him dead, Tiger.
Oh, I will.
Girls.
Oh
I'm
yes.
the clit commander. Oh man.
I was not expecting
So-
that video to pop up on screen.
So here's from The Good Doctor that this clip was circulating like apparently they made a trans person in the show.
Boy, I'm a girl.
How old is this? Like how long ago was this
Has
episode?
XY chromosomes.
I think it was like
Jared and me,
when-
not
within this
XX
year.
like you. Science says he's male.
No, Quinn has gender dysphoria. Her assigned gender is not the one she identifies with. She's mismatched, Dr. Murphy.
But
What
biologically,
isn't biologically? How do you know you're supposed to be a boy?
Now he's actually autistic like in the show, so like his weird antics or whatever that's he's
your
just an
question
autistic.
doesn't make sense. I'm not supposed to be anything. I am a boy. Biologically, that's it.
Okay, deep tenderness at McBurney's point. Could be acute appendicitis.
Murphy, get imaging to confirm.
Hello. Do you wear dresses?
Fee? Don't.
Quinn is a boy who thinks he's a girl. I want to know why he thinks that.
Sometimes I wear dresses, but sometimes I wear leggings.
Do you like the color pink?
I'm more of a purple girl.
Do you play with dolls?
Since I was 5, but I'm super into mermaids.
Do you take dance?
Fee? 20 questions are up.
I only asked 4. Do you wear
Doesn't matter.
perfume?
The seat is ready. Let's
Do you
go.
always paint your nails?
Let's go.
Do you think he's
see what's on the
complicated
inside.
or confused?
Yeah, they gotta
Penis in there.
look under the hood.
You got a quick comment there, he. We're never going to win this competition for you disrespecting our patient. Don't they have transgender people in Wyoming?
Okay, transgender patient care was not part of my medical school curriculum. Was it part of yours?
No.
Quinn doesn't have appendicitis. He has testicular cancer.
She.
That end like is what got me. It's like
What's the point of this? Is they trying to like prove that you need to be less autistic and more sensitive to pronouns, or what? Because like everything that the he has testicular cancer. There are no she's that have testicular cancer. If you have the testiculars, then you don't have the she. You're not a she. So that's how. For all the trust of science, we abandon science really quick whenever it comes to this topic.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was funny because like I don't know, like it seems like they're trying to make it like an acceptance thing, but like it definitely does kind of like if you look at it from a certain point of view, it's like oh this is base because they're basically showing that like no matter that she was he was trying to be a she, that they still had testicular cancer, like that's still a male thing, like it's.
And that is the thing where it's like, okay, we can, whatever, play your game, like that's fine. But when you're in the doctor's office, like you got to kind of cut the crap. You know what I mean?
Right. We can play.
I have balls.
When it comes to life and death situation, we got to face reality.
Yeah. Go to the scanner there.
Yeah, it's like if you're trying to convince me, that's the complete opposite of what you want to do. Like,
so this I'm gonna play one more clip for you guys, just because we were already on this thing. But I want to remind you guys, this movie is from 22 years ago.
Do not shoot! Don't shoot! We're just trying to take our son out of this hostile environment.
Their son?
Maybe they're one of those gay couples.
Yeah, we're gay, and this is our adopted love child. Around here. Don't make us go back to our liberal city home with tales of prejudice and bigotry from in the heart of Utah.
Oh, God, this is the last thing I need. Media that the Federal Wildlife Marshal Office persecutes gays.
Are you fucking crazy? Now, they may be gay, but that's not their son. That's the ape.
I think I would recognize an ape if I saw one, okay? And the only thing I do recognize right now is a political fiasco here that I'm about to avoid by letting this butt-fucking Brady Bunch go. You are free to leave, sirs. Yes, you, sirs.
So we can just go?
Yes, sir. Please accept my apologies for detaining you and your unorthodox but constitutionally protected family unit.
Unfucking believable.
I might add that's one fine-looking boy you're raising there.
Hell yeah, that's because he's from my sperm. See, I knocked up this hot woman friend of ours who I fuck on the side, so not to be all the way gay, but my tubby husband here, he's 100% queer. He loves the cock.
Well, he's insatiable. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
He loves the cock. Oh, so good. I must have burned that VHS out back then.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever watched Jay and Silent Bob with the boy over here. We may have to
Yeah.
try to find it.
might be good. I was that age when I watched it, and I turned out fine. Oh shit! Yeah, that's a good one. Oh fuck! We got anything else to wrap up on today?
I can't really think of anything. I know there were a bunch of presidential announcements. I guess Biden.
I mean, Biden's running. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess we were talking about that the other day. What was
We could talk about Tucker Carlson.
About what?
Did we ever play the Tucker Carlson clip or anything? Did we talk about it?
Oh, his announcement from his
little
home studio or whatever. Yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, I don't know if it's anything that's like necessarily worth
on this show, yeah.
Notably worth talking about on here, but yeah, I mean, it was interesting to see what he does next. Like the key line I thought from what he had to say was that there aren't a lot of free speech platforms out there left, but there are some, and I'll be seeing you around. Like, so is that a announcement that he's about to go to Rumble, or like, it's
well, he posted it on Twitter,
it'll be-
so I don't know if is he gonna do like, I think Matt Walsh has started to post his stuff on Twitter. Does that mean he's just gonna post all his stuff to Twitter? I mean, that could be a possibility. But I mean, I think Rumble's probably the biggest thing he could sign with. But like Twitter, if he just posts his stuff there, I mean, everybody shared it. Everybody shared that clip that he had. I mean, it got like 90 million views or something like that. Legit, 90 million views.
I think he's gonna do his own thing. I think he's gonna start his own network.
Probably.
What I said I really want to see is I want to see Tucker Carlson team up with Joe Rogan and Elon Musk to start their own media company and just absolutely wreck all of the corporate media. That if they did that, if the three of them teamed up to do something like that, it would completely annihilate the corporate press.
Yeah. Yes, it would. I mean, they're just hemorrhaging all their best people. I mean, Don Lemon too. What do they have left?
I mean, they still have Chris Wallace
in the category as one of the best. He probably would be classified in a different way.
Yeah, I know. Listening to him talk is just so hilarious. It's about as dumb as Kamala. Not quite as dumbed down, not quite as 6-year-oldish, but his points follow about as good.
Did you see him arguing with Vivek Ramaswamy or whatever?
Mm-mm.
He was trying to say that the NRA helped pass all these constitutional carry and all this kind of stuff. Vivek Ramaswamy was and he was Don Lemon was saying no, that's not true. NRA didn't do any of those things. They weren't necessarily involved in all these new legislation for constitutional carry and all that kind of stuff. And then he was pushing back on him, and Ramaswamy was having a little spat with him. So I just thought that was funny that he was actually saying he was kind of correct saying that the NRA doesn't do anything.
Why did they fire him? Do we know?
I think he balked at their offer. He was renewing his contract, and he balked at their offer basically. So they were like, "We don't want to re-sign you if you're gonna act like this."
Gotcha. I guess there was a thing about the when he said something about women aren't in their prime in their 70s or something, shit like that. Oh well,
that's all pretty fake and retarded.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.